Good morning. My name is Rebecca Jones, and I am the proud principal of Lincoln School. Along with myself and Mr. Molina, my wonderful assistant principal, and the entire Lincoln School community, I welcome you to Lincoln School's 8th grade virtual graduation. Please join me in giving our graduates a big applause. On behalf of the Mount Vernon City School District, I recognize Dr. Kenneth Hamilton, Superintendent of Schools, along with his entire cabinet, including Ms. Arlene Torres, the President of the Board, and of course, Ms. Wanda White, former first grade teacher from Lincoln School. Today's program will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Neo Christopher Newman. At this time, let us stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we are going to have the Star-Spangled Banner performed by our very own Lori Costello.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Ms. Costello, for that phenomenal presentation. At this time, we are so pleased to have a special message from the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Kenneth Hamilton.
It is my honor to deliver this message to you today in this virtual environment. Today you will graduate. It is indeed an extraordinary day. But there's another reason today is special though. You are the first class to graduate in the midst of a pandemic and one of the largest cultural shifts our nation has seen since the 1960s. The pandemic has forever changed our lives and our world. Never in my life did it occur to me that I would deliver a commencement address via video. It has changed our lives, perhaps forever. Many of you haven't seen your friends or extended family since March. You are graduating having not been in a school building for the last 3.5 months. Ordinarily, that kind of attendance record would get you in trouble. But this year it was necessary. As the novel coronavirus took hold in our community, we changed and adapted to our circumstances. Even as we sheltered in place in the face of the pandemic, we somehow managed to still move forward. You transitioned to digital learning. Some of us worked from home for the very first time. Some of us lost our jobs and our income, and our way of life has changed forever. Luckily though, we came together as a community to ensure that our neighbors had what they needed to weather the storm. Hospital workers and doctors became our heroes. We heard words like essential workers for the first time and started to identify who were indeed our essential workers. Each day, they braved a brand new world and were on the front lines fighting a near invisible threat. Each day, they placed their own safety and that of their families in peril to help heal the sick and comfort the grieving, oftentimes when no one else could. So many of us realized a higher calling in the midst of the pandemic. The selfless acts of love and compassion helped us to fight the virus and emerge as a stronger community, more resilient, more faithful, more committed. Even in the midst of the great pandemic, though, the fabric of our society began to tear. As people were in their homes, they began to see a trend. Not a new trend, mind you, but a trend decades in the making. Our community saw the horrific murders of our brothers and sisters at the hands of the very people charged with protecting them. While we have seen gross abuses of power by law enforcement for generations, to say nothing of the marginalization, if not outright dismissal of our complaints and constant calls for reforms, something was different this time. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Atatiana Jefferson, George Floyd. I don't think any of these people woke up on their last day thinking they were going to change the world, but indeed they have. These deaths have been the catalyst for what is poised to be the biggest social movement in a generation, if not in history. Not since the 1960s has this nation seen this level of discontent among its citizens. People are speaking up. No, they are yelling, Black Lives Matter. We are carrying signs and we are walking and marching and making a difference. We're making sure that while tragic and senseless, we give hope and meaning to the deaths of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Atatiana Jefferson, and George Floyd. It is because of their deaths that our nation and our leaders and our neighbors are finally beginning to hear our names, our story, and our struggle. So today I ask you graduates to think what you can do in your own lives to honor those lives who have unwillingly sacrificed so much to bring us to this remarkable place in our history. What will scholars say of these turbulent times in 10 years or 20 years? What will you tell your children? Perhaps you will tell them that you marched in New York City for social justice, or you worked on a campaign that was committed to dismantling the societal inequities that have contributed to poverty and institutional racism for generations. Or maybe you call someone out for the crap on social media. But these people need to be checked. People who say dumb stuff, people who act like racial injustice doesn't exist, or that all lives matter. Call them out. But whatever you tell them, let's hope and pray that we say it was in fact the beginning of a tidal change in race relations in this country. Some would say this is your moment, but I won't. A moment is much too short, too fleeting. It's not enough time to affect the change that is needed. We will not end racial injustice overnight. We need this to be a movement. A movement is something that is sustained and long-lasting. So much has changed that when you first started school, so many years ago, you are now graduating into a world vastly different than it was just 6 months ago. It has been nearly 100 years since graduates leaving our schools in the midst of this kind of turmoil and anguish has ever existed. So are you ready? Are you ready to meet those challenges and make a better world for our children? You are uniquely situated to make positive, impactful change in our community and the world. Let this be the generation that finally brings social justice and equality to the masses. Let this be the class that figures out a way to eradicate a disease that has humbled us like never before. Let the class of 2020 lead the way to a new, more just society free of the shackles that have held us back for so many years. and more importantly, with the tools to move us forward. It will not be easy. It will not be quick, but it will happen. And for that, I am certain. We have come too far and too much has changed us to allow us to slip back. I already know that history will favorably look upon this class, the class of 2020. You will be the generation of the pandemic, Me Too, and Black Lives Matter. You will be the generation that breaks the ties to the past in order to create a better future. You will emerge from this stronger than ever before community of people destined to make a difference. I am not only rooting for you, but I will be there by your side, fighting the fight, giving a voice to the voiceless and power to the oppressed. And I encourage you to remember that freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire Mount Vernon City School District, I offer you my sincerest congratulations on this auspicious occasion. I want you to know that I have the full confidence that you have been equipped with the skills, the tools, the strength, and the courage to make this world a better place. So march on. March on not just to get your diploma, but march on for freedom. March on for justice. March on for making a difference. But most importantly, march knowing that your teachers, your family, your friends are marching with you. I congratulate you, I salute you, and do know that I pray for you every day. Congratulations and be well.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hamilton, for those inspiring words. At this time, it is our distinct pleasure to have greetings from City Hall from the one and only, the Honorable Mayor Sean Patterson Howard.
Hello, Ms. Jones and the incredible class of 2020 from Lincoln School. Congratulations, today is your graduation. I know this is something you've been waiting for. I know it's been a very interesting school year, as the last few months of your school year, you've spent it on Schoology and Zoom, doing your education, but you made it and we're really, really proud of you. So you're making history, not just because you're graduating from school, but because you are part of this quarantine graduation generation, and you're the first, and this is a very different time. But again, congratulations to the students, to the parents, to the faculty, to friends of those who are graduating. We want to let you know how incredibly proud of you we are. This is a milestone in your education, and next year you'll be going off to high school, whether you're going to Mount Vernon High School or Nellie Thornton High School or the STEAM Academy. We wish you great success. If you're going somewhere else, we wish you great success there. This is the time to make sure that you remain focused. Enjoy your summer, enjoy your family for the summer, but come September when it's time for high school, make sure that you're getting your focus. This is the next part of your educational career as you prepare for college. So really take time over the summer to start thinking about what you want to major in high school, what specialty classes you want to take, what type of programs you want to join and groups in high school. I can tell you, for me, high school was an incredible time. I not only had good friends, but I had excellent teachers. I learned a lot, and I would do it all over again if I could, because it was just that great. It really prepared me for college, and it prepared me for my career. So once again, congratulations to the Lincoln School class of 2020. Enjoy your summer and get ready for the next step of your destiny. I know your next will be great. God bless you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, for that inspirational message. At this time, I'd like to introduce our esteemed principal, the wonderful Mrs. Rebecca Jones.
Good morning. I am Rebecca Jones, and I am the proud principal of Lincoln School. And I, along with my wonderful assistant principal, Mr. Mark Molina, welcome you to the first 8th grade graduation ceremony in Lincoln School history. Please join me as we congratulate our class of 2020. It is also my distinct privilege to give recognition to Dr. Kenneth Hamilton, the Superintendent of Schools, as well as our dear friend, the Honorable Mayor Sean Patterson Howard of the great city of Mount Vernon. And of course, I must give a big shout out to the wonderful Lincoln family, all of our teachers and staff members, including the members of the 8th grade graduation committee. Without them, this virtual ceremony would not be possible. Well, it's hard to believe that when we started in September, we would find ourselves today in the midst of a pandemic and so much national unrest. The turn of events that happened in our country are a stark reminder how quickly things can change and how dire life can become. But I am so proud of my 8th grade students because they persevered and they weathered the storm. And today they are the proud graduates of the class of 2020. I encourage each and every one of you to take that fighting spirit with you. Fight poverty, fight injustice of every kind, fight disease, fight the good fight, and make sure in the end you bring hope to those in need. Always remember that your education was not just to make sure you became scholars, but that you made a difference in the lives of others. I will always remember you for your greatness and for your perseverance and for being overcomers. I will miss you dearly. I love you to pieces, and I wish you Godspeed. God bless and be well. At this time, I am so pleased to announce Lincoln School's 2020 valedictorian. At this time, we have some wonderful words from our keynote address speaker, Ms. Kezia Lee Smith.
Congratulations to the class of 2020, the first 8th grade class to graduate from Lincoln School in our history. My name is Kezia Smith, and I am the valedictorian of this year's graduating class. Welcome to our graduating students, parents, family, friends, as well as our wonderful teachers and staff members. Our school leaders, Mrs. Rebecca Jones, our principal, and Mr. Mark Molina, our assistant principal, our esteemed superintendent of schools, Dr. Kenneth Hamilton, the board president, Ms. Arlene Torres, and the members of the Board of Education, and to the Honorable Mayor of this great city of Mount Vernon, Ms. Sean Patterson Howard, who will share some encouraging words with us today. Welcome to the virtual graduation ceremony of the class of 2020. Today, I would be amiss if I did not express my gratitude to God, who is the one who brought me this far. Almost every day I have prayed for this honor to deliver the commencement speech, and God has made my request a reality. Secondly, I would like to thank my teachers and the additional Lincoln staff who have given me continued support and encouragement to get me where I am now. Thank you all. We started off in September unaware of what the future would hold. Then in January, we heard of this coronavirus, and shortly thereafter, life as we knew it would change. Thousands of lives would be lost. Unemployment would hit an all-time high. Countless businesses would crumble. And wearing masks and social distancing would become a new way of life for us. Months into the pandemic followed the tragic murder of George Floyd, which caused turmoil nationwide. Suddenly, it seemed as if the unfolding events were too surreal. I know this half of the year has presented a series of challenges for us, one way or another. But through all of this, every single student gathered here today has prevailed through it, rose to the occasion, took their distance learning seriously, and achieved valiantly. Social injustice has been an issue in this country for way too long. Slavery was abolished 155 years ago, and 66 years ago, segregation was outlawed. But how is it that we still see the effects of racism? George Floyd's death should not have happened 3 weeks ago, or the murder of Ahmaud Arbery 3 months ago, or the chokehold death of Eric Gardner in 2014. We need leadership. We are not dealing with one pandemic, but rather the second pandemic of racism in our world. I believe the cure is love, sympathy, and justice, and we all are capable of achieving these virtues. Although we may be dissatisfied and disheartened with the world we live in, out of this class of 2020 will rise doctors, lawyers, activists, nurses, scientists, engineers, politicians, cartoonists, actors, architects, social workers, accountants, correspondents, teachers, and many more. We will be the solution to the broken world we find ourselves in. We will find cures to viruses such as COVID-19. We will provide others with encouragement and hope through education. We will fight on the front lines, saving others' lives, like our noble frontline workers. We will be the ones to officially eradicate the occurrence of situations such as George Floyd's through love and law. We will be the ones to counsel others when times are arduous. Together, we will be the solution for the future. I am asking you today not to view this time as a discouragement, but rather a time to build your emotional, spiritual, and mental muscles. We can utilize this predicament to take on what the future has in store for us. Despite our inability to gather physically, we can unite through the Spirit. We are all in this together. You are not alone in this fight. I believe this too shall pass, as Shakespeare once said, but I also believe it will pass if we remember the words of Barack Obama. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. You will be the change you want to see in the world. Again, congratulations to the first 8th grade graduation class of 2020. God bless you and Godspeed. Thank you.
And at this time, the moment you have been waiting for, we are going to present the class of 2020. Giuliano Pavisi Alexandre, member of the National Junior Honor Society. Darren Frederick Allen, recipient of the Most Conscientious Award and Perfect Attendance Award. Isaiah Antonio Arias. Terrence Barnes. Mohammed Bashir Ahmed Al-Jamal. Jayla Christina Bell, member of the National Junior Honor Society. Gabriela Bogota. Luis Otavio Camargo II. Christian Niles Campbell. Victor de Alessandro de Cavallo. Richard Reverson de Sousa. Christian Dominguez Garza. Rayanne Victoria Fernandez Dalago, recipient of Cote's Corner E&L Scholarship Award and the Spanish Achievement Award. Damaris Farrar, Lincoln School's 2020 Salutatorian, also recipient of the Most Conscientious Award, the Office of the State Controller Student Achievement Award, Perfect Attendance Award, and the Vice President of the National Junior Honor Society. Stephanie Carolina Ferreira. Melissa Flores Gonzalez. Emily Galindo, recipient of the Mount Vernon Administrators Award, recipient of the ELA Achievement Award, and member of the National Junior Honor Society. DeAndre Jabin Green. Rashawn Anthony Gray, recipient of the Larry Petrosh Excellence in Art Award and a member of the National Junior Honor Society. Jalen Yvonne Hemphill, recipient of the Technology Achievement Award.
Antonio Hernandez. Luis Hernandez, recipient of the ELA Achievement Award. Zuri Danielle Jackson, President of the Student Government, recipient of the Judge Michelle Johnson Zealous Student Advocate Award, and recipient of the Clara Batista in Pursuit of Knowledge Award, and also recipient of the Perfect Attendance Award. Kamora Venice Jefferson Smith, recipient of the Office of the State Comptroller Student Achievement Award, recipient of the Lincoln School Service Award, and a member of the National Junior Honor Society. Jaquelia Journey Johnson. Kalia Carlista Bertha Jordan, recipient of the Science Achievement Award and recipient of the Most Conscientious Student Award. Simone King Easterling, Certificate of Commendation for the Most Improved Student. Gerard Claus Lenz II, recipient of the Visual Arts Achievement Award, recipient of the Most Conscientious Award, and a member of the National Junior Honor Society. Juan Pablo Martinez, recipient of the Anne Regalia Most Congenial Award, and the Treasurer of the National Junior Honor Society. Timon Aretis McDonald, recipient of the Wanda White Strong Work Ethic Award, and recipient of the Math Achievement Award. Joel Dos Santos Moltini, recipient of the Technology Achievement Award. Taj Neal. Neo Christopher Newman, recipient of the Wanda White Strong Work Ethic Award and recipient of the Math Achievement Award. Valeria Oliveros Ochoa. Juliana Osorio. Rainier Alfonso Ovales Reynoso. Senan Thomas Hetfield. Luigi Marcelo Petriello, member of the Junior Honor Society. Alyssa Beyonce Philibert. Danielle Elias Pineda, Secretary of the National Junior Honor Society.
Carlos Eduardo Campos Piñero, recipient of the Perfect Attendance Award and member of the National Junior Honor Society. Diana Polanco. Alexandros Polimas. Mariana Reese. recipient of the Social Studies Achievement Award. Denise Michelle Rivero Tirado, Student Government Vice President, recipient of the Lincoln School Service Award, and member of the National Junior Honor Society. Hayana Janet Rogers. Robert Rodriguez III. Karish Rodriguez. Yahir Aziel Salgado Martinez, recipient of the Mount Vernon Administrators Award and a member of the National Junior Honor Society. Natalie Santana. Ashley Lauren Santiago, recipient of the Physical Education Achievement Award, the Lincoln School Service Award, and member of the National Junior Honor Society. Kezia Lee Smith, Lincoln School's 2020 Valedictorian, Superintendent's Award for Academic Excellence Award, recipient of the Matthew Kevin Moore Leadership Award, National Junior Honor Society Outstanding Achievement Award, and the president of the National Junior Honor Society. Daniel Felicio Suarez, recipient of the Superintendent's Award for Academic Excellence and the Spanish Achievement Award. Jaden Lawrence Stevens, recipient of the Social Studies Achievement Award, the Lincoln School Service Award, and a member of the National Junior Honor Society. Francesca Tavares, recipient of the County Clerk's Distinguished Student Award, the Perfect Attendance Award, and member of the National Junior Honor Society. Devon Tracy, recipient of the Physical Education Achievement Award. Milani Samaya Terrell, recipient of the Visual Arts Achievement Award, the Rose Memorial Scholarship Award for Excellence in Reading. Edward Miguel Urena Burgos. Tamara Elaine Lee Vanderberg. Diana Vaquero Martinez. Alejandro Velez, recipient of the County Clerk's Distinguished Student Award, Science Achievement Award, and member of the National Junior Honor Society. Jai Ariel Wade. Mayoni Lynette Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I present to you the class of 2020. Join me in giving them another big round of applause. Congratulations, graduates. At this time, I am pleased to introduce my assistant principal, the wonderful Mr. Mark Molina, who will share with you some closing remarks that are also bittersweet.
Good morning, students, parents, staff members, and distinguished guests. My name is Mark Molina, and I am the proud assistant principal of Lincoln School. To the class of 2020, I want to congratulate you and tell you how very proud we are. You have been the model of perseverance through these difficult times. And although you're coming to the end of one journey, a bigger, brighter one awaits you. We know that you're ready. This is bittersweet for me because I've known many of you since you've been in the second grade. You're my first graduating 8th grade class, and sadly, You'll be my last graduating 8th grade class at Lincoln School. I'm starting my own journey as principal of Grimes Elementary School. I want you to know that I will always be there for you and hold you all near and dear to my heart. I love you all. God bless you and stay safe.
Thank you so much, Mr. Molina, for those very kind words. And of course, you know we're going to miss you dearly, but I'll save that for just a moment. At this time, I would like to give a very special thank you to the 8th grade teachers. All of them have worked so diligently with each and every one of our graduates all year long, and this day would not have been made possible without their commitment to excellence in the lives of your children. So once again, thank you to the 8th grade teachers. I would also like to thank the 8th grade virtual graduation committee who brought all of these pieces together. It took a lot of time and planning, but this was something they enjoyed doing tremendously. And as you can see, we had a beautiful virtual graduation today, the first time in our history. I thank you all so very much for creating such wonderful memories through this virtual graduation. Thank you. And lastly, before we say goodbye to our class of 2020, I must say goodbye to Mr. Molina. After 7 wonderful years, I just want to wish you Godspeed. You have been such a wonderful AP. You love children, you want the best for them, you've done any and everything you possibly could to make life at Lincoln a safe haven for our students. And you've worked with our staff as well as our parents, and you are like a fixture in our building. It will be so hard to say goodbye, but it is certainly your time to spread your wings and fly. Remember, Lincoln will always be your home and will always love you. God bless. And at this time, congratulations once again to the class of 2020. We wish you all of God's greatest blessings. Godspeed.
Yeah, we did it. Made a couple mistakes, yeah, we'll admit it. But we learned a lot and we pushed it to the limit. Wouldn't have it any other way, no different. Did it, yeah, we did it. Made a couple mistakes, yeah, we'll admit it. But we learned a lot and we pushed it to the limit. Wouldn't have it any other way, no different. We're coming out stronger. We got love, you got me, I got you. Did it, yeah, we did it. Made a couple mistakes, yeah, we'll admit it. But we learned a lot and we pushed it to the limit. Wouldn't have it any other way, no different. Did it, yeah, we did it. Made a couple mistakes, yeah, we'll admit it. But we learned a lot and we pushed it to the limit. Wouldn't have it any other way, no different. We're coming out stronger. We got love, you got me, I got you. Did it, yeah, we did it. Made a couple mistakes, yeah, we'll admit it. But we learned a lot and we pushed it to the limit. Wouldn't have it any other way, no different. Did it, yeah, we did it. Made a couple mistakes, yeah, we'll admit it.